Heath here from pickandlessons.com, the Boys of Malin. This is a fantastic tune. 3 parts. I really love that B part. I think that's great when we go to that relative minor chord in that section. In a moment, we're going to take a look at part A of the tune here in this video. But if you head over to pickandlessons.com, you can grab yourself a copy of the tablature for this arrangement there. In the member section, we'll also break down the remaining parts, part B and part C. And you also have some play along and backing tracks there once you get to know it as well. So firstly, this is in the key of A, and we've got our capo up at fret 2, and essentially we're playing out of G shapes, which does put us in the key of A. We've got the G, C, D chords. Later on we've got that E minor as well. And our melody sits within that G major scale, just like that. And we have a little bit up the neck later on and whatnot. Throughout the tune, we've got some nice strategic hammer-ons and pull-offs to help smooth out the movement of the melody. There's a little bit of positioning up the neck later on to help with some of the arpeggio movement within the melody. There's a bit of cross-picking throughout the tune as well. So to kick us off here, each section is actually quite short. Part A is just 4 bars that repeats. Part B is almost 4 bars that repeats, but it's slightly different. So it's written out as 8, and then part C, again, we have 4 bars that repeat. So each section is rather short. So part A here, we have a nice repetitive theme throughout. And so to kick us off, in this first bar, we've got those couple of hammer-ons in there. So we're going to start out with this hammer-on from the open to the 2nd fret there on string 3. And then get that hammer-on from that 1st to 3rd fret. So firstly the 1 and, then 2 and 3. So notice the upstroke there on that 2nd hammer-on. And then that open 3rd string comes in on an upstroke, remembering that our downstroke's on the beat and our upstroke's on the off beat. So down, down, up, up. Last 2 notes, we're going to pick those as a down and an up. So first bar, ready, and. Into the 2nd bar where that C and D chord gets played. Little repetitive melody theme in there. First 4 notes, 1 and 2 and pull off for that next 3rd and 1st frets. And then picking it down up on those last 2. So 2nd bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We'll keep moving through because it kind of repeats itself here. So in the 3rd bar along, that's just like the opening bar. And to finish it off, nice little sort of cross-picking pattern there. So from that open first, running down the 3 strings, so open 3rd fret, 2nd fret, back to the 2nd string. Try that again, ready, and 1 and 2 and notice the right hand, we're just following our alternating picking. So down, up, down to that 1st fret, and then down and up on those last 2. So that final bar, ready, and. Then we hit the repeat and we go around this section twice. The 2nd alternate ending is slightly different, leading us on to part B. Let's have a once through the 4 bars, remembering that you are going to repeat it, but let's have a once through these 4 bars just to have a bit of a practice here. So from the top, 2, 3, 4. For that 2nd time. So it's a short section, but this tune is like that. And then as we move into the other parts too, they're fairly repetitive within themselves, but each section is quite different. So those hammer-ons in there and the way we're picking through this melody, and particularly the way we're approaching part B and part C, it does help to pick up that tempo a little bit when you get to know it. Being a trad reel, it is typically on the faster side. Pickandlessons.com, you can grab yourself this tablature, but in the member section there, we're going to continue this lesson. We're going to break down part B as well as part C, and you'll have the play along and backing tracks there once you get to know it. So pickandlessons.com, I'll see you there.